What up, everybody? We're back. 1 week in the books. 17 to go. Let's take a look at the 5 things to watch for as we head into week 2 of the 2025 Crack Kill season. Quick hit number 1. Turnabout. No comment left Monday night's game. Feeling good. Like maybe they won a game that they would always lose in the past in heartbreaking fashion. Had gone their way. But by Wednesday, they were back in the doldrums following a stat correction. Of course, we see this at least a couple times a year, but it only took 1 week this year. And who did it happen to? Of course, no comment. We'll see if they can bounce back or if this is just a harbinger of things to come for another no comment season. Quick hit number 2. Usual suspects. 6 teams came away with a week 1 wins, and the lineup is about what you'd expect. The aforementioned Genes cut it as close as they possibly could, knocking off no comment thanks to the stat correction. Elsewhere, Supah Fly, Apes, and Tinfoil Kings got wins, as did Unfinished Business and Shittown. The Flies grabbed the week 1 high score and came away with 125 points last week. Pretty impressive from the Flies. This week, 2 undefeated matchups. We'll see which 2 teams come away unscathed and push to 2-0, and who ends up 1-1. And who ends up 0-2. Quick hit number 3. Power and losing. The defending champs were upended in their first game off the jump, but scored 118 points in that game. Good for the second highest score. They still sit atop of power rankings with the dreaded coulda won distinction. This week, the Flies take on the Cops, who tied for the low score this week. If they can score 118 again, they should cruise to an easy win, but who knows what can happen from week to week in the Crack Kills League. Quick hit number 4. Opposite end. The polar opposite of the Fugitives was the highly trained Apes. Third lowest score, 92, but they got a win because they faced one of the low scoring teams. They'll need a better effort this week to come away with a win to go to 2-0 as they face a Bag squad who was also tied for the lowest score. So Apes we'll see if they can get another win. 85 for the Bags last week, tied for the lowest score. Apes scored 92. Quick hit number 5, duds. Several highly touted picks gave next to nothing in week 1. First overall pick, Jamar Chase, 3. AJ Brown, 1. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8. Bleak Neighbors, 9. All wide receivers, now that I look at it here. Is this a sign of things to come for their seasons? Or will these players have a big bounce back in week 2 to try to put themselves back in the conversation for top players of the season? Finally, player to watch. It's Derrick Henry. Henry went off for 3 quarters through Sunday night's game, but then he had that costly fumble. He finished as running back 3rd highest score last week. Would have been 1 without the fumble, and he could have widened the lead depending on how that drive went. We'll see if Henry can bounce back. Of course, the Apes will need him today to see if they can go to 2-0. That's it for Crack Kills Quick Hits for week number 2. Good luck to everybody this week, except King Quan.